Afternoon, everyone. Kevin here, coming to you from the beautiful city of Calgary, Alberta. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sunny day. Actually, pretty nice weather for middle of November, gotta be honest. However, don't be deceived. That sun means nothing. Snow is coming. So when the snow starts to fly, so do I. Get the hell out of the country and go somewhere warmer, somewhere with some beaches, cheaper food, you know, cold drinks, and I've decided to try and bring you guys along with me. One of the biggest criticisms I get from a lot of my friends and family is that every year I do this. I leave for 2, 3, 4 months, go somewhere warm, somewhere new, and I never document it. I might send the odd photo, say, hey, look at me, I'm at this beautiful beach, or hey, look at me, I'm eating this delicious food in some small village in the middle of nowhere, and you know, um, they want more. So hey, I figured, you know what? I'll start a page. I'll start a YouTube page. I'll start filming it. I'll document it, and I'll share it. If you guys want to come along, the more the merrier. So yeah, I'm going to fill you guys in on some of the details, what I'm planning to do, where I'm planning to go, what's happening in my life, what's where we're going to be going, and yeah, hopefully you guys find it interesting. You guys, decide to come along. We'll go somewhere a little bit less windy, and I'm going to fill you in on some details. All right, so I guess we should start off with an introduction. Again, my name's Kevin. I'm a Canadian. I live in Calgary. My nickname's Gamble. You guys can just call me that. All right, so I guess the idea behind this travel page is I've I've done quite a bit of traveling since 2022. I probably spent about a quarter of the year away. I have a pretty good job that allows me to take that kind of time off, and it's something I can get into later on, right? But ultimately, everybody gives me grief. They're like, "Hey, why aren't you documenting this? Why aren't you taking more photos, videos?" And at some point, somebody said, "Hey, why don't you make a YouTube page? Why don't you, just travel some of that document some of that travel that you do?" I'm gonna try and be as low impact as I can, but do as good of a job as I can to document, show you where I'm going, what I've done, who I'm seeing, you know, mostly the food I eat, the beaches I go to. So yeah, essentially just a all around travel video. All right, as far as time frames go, I'm leaving November 26th. Um, yeah, I guess that's what, 15 days from now? Today is Remembrance Day. So November 11th. I'm leaving the 26th, and I am coming back to Canada February 21st. So I think it adds up to 86 days almost, 86 or 87 days. Um, it's a good stretch of time off. I try and do that most years. What I do, and it's not lost on me. I know how fortunate I am to have the ability to take this kind of time off. And I get that question from a lot of people, like, well, how are you able to take 3 months off a year? My job it's an all year round job. However, the bulk of what I do is seasonal. Um, I don't want to get into details about what I do for work, but ultimately, what I'm able to do is instead of cashing out overtime, I just put it all in the bank. I'm a single guy, no wife, no kids. Really, no reason for me to cash out that money. I mean, from time to time, I will try and take a little bit of money out, whether I'm buying a flight or I'm buying some camera gear or whatever it is I need to buy. But for the most part, I will just bank it. And that's how I ended up taking this much time off. As for the camera gear that I bought, I'm currently filming this on the Osmo Pocket 3 or the DJI Pocket 3. I went with the DJI ecosystem, so I got the Osmo Nano as a waterproof action camera that I plan to use, and I'm using the Pocket 3 for most of the stable viewing. I got a couple of mics. I even went as far as buying a laptop. I needed something to properly edit. So I spent some pretty good money on, getting started. But it's all kind of stuff I wanted to buy for a long time. And yeah, now I have a good excuse. I just have to make sure I keep making these videos. Make sure it's worth it. So, currently in the process of taking my whole apartment down piece by piece, and I am putting it all in storage. I have some friends, lovely friends, who have offered to take my stuff and store it for a couple of months while I'm away. So yeah, ultimately I get to save that money, don't have to pay rent, and yeah, it's a good deal for me. So that's what the next 2 weeks are going to be looking like for me. I've got movers coming in a couple of, I guess, week and a half. Then I got cleaners coming in. So essentially this whole video is going to be documenting who I am, what I plan to do, leading right up until when I get into Thailand. And then after that, I promise you the videos will be a little more, I don't know, organic. This is obviously a little more structured. I'm doing the who, what, where, when, why kind of stuff. But yeah, once I'm overseas, I trust me, it will get a little bit more organic, hopefully. As I've said before, this is a little bit new to me. I'm quite private for the most part. I don't really like sharing this stuff, but I think it's good to document what you're doing, where you're going. Build those memories, and maybe encourage other people to do it. Travel has been the most important thing in my life in the past. Well, I mean, if ever. I mean, aside from the importance of having a job that obviously pays the bills, one of the most important things to me is travel. It's a big, beautiful world. Some beautiful people out there. There's more to life than than just your own little country. So, don't be an island. Get out there. Hey guys, so it's done, the move's done, work is done, and it's finally flying day, so currently at Calgary Airport, just waiting for my flight to Vancouver, then Vancouver to Bangkok. It's a night flight, which is nice. I'll be able to sleep for most of it, but hopefully everything goes off without a hitch. I did go to a lounge. The WestJet lounge at the Calgary Airport is fantastic. Great food, great Caesars, and they have a shower facility. So I recommend that to anybody who's traveling long haul. Taking a shower just to freshen up before you get on a long flight is definitely worth it. But yeah, so I guess I'll check in throughout the flight. Probably not as much as I should. But yeah. Next time we talk, I'll probably be in Bangkok. Well, that's it. Made it. In Bangkok, I'm at the best restaurant on Sukhumvit 20. I stay here quite often. I get a lot of points, so I get some free stays when I'm here. Yeah, now I'm going to take a shower, get some food, get a SIM card. I gotta do some money exchange, just random odds and ends. So I did want to do a little bit of video at the airport, but it was a bit chaotic trying to get out of there. The weather here is pretty chilly. I was expecting it to be a lot warmer when I got here, but hey, it's what it is. It's going to be warm later on today. Yeah, when I landed, I think it was like 16 degrees Celsius, so either way, it's perfect. I can slowly get used to the heat. Yeah, for now I'm just going to get a shower, maybe shave, and get some food. But, yeah. Hey guys, probably just gonna end the video here. Kind of an uneventful one for you guys, but more or less just an introduction video. Learning curve for me. Turns out editing is not that easy, so props to anybody who does edit video for content like this. You really got to make sure you have enough content to put something together. So for every 5 minutes you actually shoot, you might only use about a minute of it if you're lucky. But yeah, so I'll end it here, and the next video I get into will probably be a food video. I don't know if you can hear it, I'm kind of getting over a cold. When I first got here, I don't know if it was just the temperature change, the jet lag or a combination of the two, I definitely got sick, had a cough. You can probably hear the raspiness. Anyway, on that note, I'm not being sponsored by these guys, but electrolytes. I use Royal D. Electrolytes in Thailand are your friend. Make sure you use them. Anyway, yeah, I'll just end it here, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right? Bye.